Hey everyone! Hello. It is WrestleMania watch alongs. We are now on WrestleMania 5. Like, pardon. At least this cover is cool. I do love the cover, but we are trucking along here. We have about what? I don't know the math. Like 35 to go, something like that. So let's get on into it. Like, that's sick. I actually love that a lot. Hey there, we are pro wrestling. We are on WrestleMania 5. I have high hopes for this one. I don't know why, but I could feel it in my soul. Maybe after WrestleMania 4, like we can only go up from here. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't get any worse, for the love of God. So let's press play on my little VHS. Lunamania in the house. Lunamania shirts now available on the Wrestling for Life network. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the wrestling world. Oh, hold the fuck on. We're back at Trump's Plaza, are we? Just can't get away from it. Hey, Eric Tate. Hello. Lots of stuff going on in the pro wrestling world, but right now we are in 1989. So that's where we are right now in the timeline of life. Oh, are we going to sing? We're going to sing the American national anthem again, aren't we? Of course we are, because we are in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I've heard that is a fun place. I heard that's like mini Vegas. I don't know. I've never been, but I would like to go. Oh, God. WrestleMania. Who is this woman singing? Who is it? Who? The slow shots to the American flag. Always love it. Where's the eagle? Where is it? Oh, there's the Statue of Liberty. Okay. Real American, but where's the eagle? Come on. Next photo. Oh, there's the ocean. Oh, the cameraman just tripped over something. That was interesting. That was an interesting take. I don't know. Somebody look up who this woman is, because she's not my favorite singer that's ever sang the national anthem. But I'm sure she's a very lovely person. The woman singing the anthem at the show was the reigning WWE Women's Champion at the time, Rockin' Robin. Well, she should just be the Women's Champion. No tea, no shade. That's my first thought on the show. Rockin' Robin, not so rockin'. Lovely. I'm sure she's very lovely, though. All right, Trump Plaza. What do you got for me? Who's coming down? Who is this? I'm not wearing my glasses. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. So we're starting off with Hercules versus King Haku with the brain. Heenan. Perfect. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. I don't know, guys. Every time I come on here to watch a WrestleMania, I get a little more nervous that I have to watch more of these. But, you know, we're just starting the show off, so let me get some more coffee in me. I'm going to fast forward through some of this. King Haku is taking his sweet ass time. As a king does, I guess. Give him some time to get down. And here comes Hercules. Not a big fan of Hercules. You know, I don't know much about him. Don't know much about him. He looks like Jake something from Impact, which, like, okay, cool. But, like, yeah, not a big fan. Not a huge fan of his. So King Haku versus Hercules. We're watching it on double time right now. Not going to lie to you. I don't care. I'm trying to care, but I just don't, you know? I don't know. If anybody knows more about Hercules from the WWF, WWE, let me know if I should care about him. Because for some reason, every time he comes on the screen, oh, he won. I get so bored. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's the Rockers. It's the Rockers. Now I'm excited. So I'm glad I fast forwarded through King Haku and Hercules because now we got the Rockers. Marty, not a good person. Like, I think we all knew that. But somebody was posting screenshots of his, like, current Facebook. Sir needs to relax on the just on posting in general and being himself. He should stop being himself. Remember, Luna, you only have 30. Thanks, Alexis. Thanks for the pep talk. 34. 34? Because we're on 5. Like 34 plus 40. Like plus the 40th one. Okay, what are we looking at right now? We're looking at okay. Big Boss Man come through. The Twin Towers versus the Rockers right now. The Twin Towers. Interesting name choice. I mean, you can't predict the future, but, you know. Man, I wish I had friends, like, in real life that, I wish I had friends in real life. I wish I had friends in real life that like wrestling because I would totally want to be the Rockers for Halloween, you know? Because those outfits, A1. But I am, you know what? WrestleMania 5 come through because the fact it might be the Rockers, but the fact that I get to see Shawn Michaels on my screen, HBK as a little baby, it means we're taking steps in the right direction. You know, we're going towards the 90s, out of the 80s. This is 1989. So next week will be WrestleMania 6, 1990. So making moves in the right direction. Love to see it. Oof. Sorry, y'all. I had a really long weekend. I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday every week, and I work crazy long hours. So my hair is a hot boo-boo mess because I just woke up not that long ago. Not going to lie to you. All right. Twin Towers versus the Rockers. Let's go. The Rockers better win. I don't know. I don't really remember if I've ever. Let's be honest about it. I've never seen this pay-per-view. There's absolutely no fucking way I ever sat through this in the past. But the Rockers, super happy to see them. Also, special Piper's Pit featuring Roddy Piper, which makes me happy that I get to see him again. What else we got? Jake the Snake Roberts versus Andre the Giant. That is something. That is, we'll see. I'll play it by ear on that one. Ultimate Warrior, dear God, versus Ravishing Rick Rude. Also, okay, all right. Ultimate Warrior. Never stoked to see him. I get why he appealed to kids. You know, he had the colors and the shaking and stuff, but not my faves. The Rockers versus Hello Rocco. The Rockers versus Motor City Machine Guns would have been great. I would have loved to see that. I would love to see Motor City Machine Guns versus FTR. That's never happened. Probably not. I know Alex Shelley was in NXT for like a day or something like that, but that'd be really cool. Hopefully we will at one point get Edge and Christian versus FTR though. Just, you know, a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of just FTR against the world, you know? Love to see it. Do love the Rockers, Twin Towers. I could do without them. Like the Rockers are so, like, I don't know. Are so talented, and then you got them in the ring with Big Boss Man. You know? You know what I'm saying? You see, you know, it's not the best. It's not the best matchup when I'm thinking of matches I'd want to see. Not sure who this other fool is, but is that one man gang guy again? Somebody help me with this. Who's the Twin Towers? Big Boss Man and who is this guy? Who? Gotta Google it. Who is this man? Twin Towers WWF. Please help me here. Oh, Akeem. I have seen him before. Big Boss Man and Akeem. Yes, one man gang. That's what I was thinking. But he has the picture of Africa or something on his back, so I was a little confused. Yeah, Big Boss Man and Akeem, not my favorite tag team. Don't really know them. Not super familiar with the Twin Towers, but I can go out on a limb and say probably not my favorite. I'm going to need more coffee. Akeem just knocked out Big Boss Man. Knocked him right off the apron. Okay. So it's not going well for Twin Towers. Akeem was nicknamed the African Dream. Is he from Africa or was that just a ha-ha? Is he actually like South African or something? Eric Tate. No. He's just the African dream. That's just what's happening now. Couldn't get away with that in 2023, that's for sure. Oh my God, it's terrible. Dude is from Chicago, isn't he? I don't know, David. I'm gonna take your word for it and say he's probably just from Chicago. I'm not super familiar with the African Dream's backstory, but man, the Rockers were so cool. Too bad about Marty. Didn't he kill a dude? I don't think I watched that. That Dark Side of the Ring was on the most recent season, I think. I don't think I watched that. No, I didn't. I didn't watch his yet. Super excited to. Because judging from his Facebook, it's gonna be a doozy. Luna WrestleMania 9. Remember, I said that. Should I write it down? Because I won't remember. I won't remember that, but I feel like I should. I am sorry, but this is okay. So first of all, we had the lady that can't sing the national anthem. Then we had Hercules versus King Haku. Not my favorite match. I did fast forward through pretty much all of it because I wasn't watching that. And then we had the African Dream from Chicago pin and win against the Rockers. Okay. All right. He's best known as One Man Gang. He made his name in Texas and Mid-South. Yes. Yeah. He was on the last WrestleMania as well. But yeah, no longer the One Man Gang. He is from Africa. So that is definitely the makeover. Now we got Ted DiBiase counting his money backstage. Who's he going up against? Oh, Mr. Perfect versus the Blue Blazer. Okay. All right. I see you. Oh, Brutus Beefcake versus Ted DiBiase. Very exciting. That is very, I do love me some Beefcake. Didn't Rock and Robin do the national anthem for this? That's Jake Roberts' sister who was essayed by their father. Oh. Now I kind of feel bad saying she can't sing. She has a beautiful voice. I take it all back. I take it all back. She's a beautiful young lady. And she has a lot of courage going out there and singing. Bye. Now I feel bad. I don't know. Yes, it was Rockin' Robin. I take it all back. She's lovely. Hello, Steve G. Good morning. Almost afternoon. Keyshawn, do you think the Bucks will beat FTR for the belt? If they do, I will set Earth on fire. So for everybody's safety and well-being, FTR better win. Because aren't the Young Bucks, like the Young Bucks and what's his nuts? Adam Page are the 6-man tag team champions. Like they don't also need to be, no, absolutely. Absolutely not. David, her singing was terrible. It's okay to say, but she definitely deserved better in life. All right, David. Absolutely. Yeah, her singing was it made me a little uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. But she sings better than I do, though. Like I can't hate. I cannot hate because I can't sing worth shit. I've tried. I have tried. Rocco, I'm sorry, not wrestling related, but that tat on your heart with the person skeleton freaking. Oh, this? It's from They Live. It's a Roddy Piper movie. You should watch it. It's very good. Do you think Charlotte Flair is going to beat Io and Asuka for the title at Fastlane? Um, I hope so. I'm a huge Charlotte Flair fan. So, yes, I'm going to say Charlotte Flair is going to win. I don't think they will lose twice to FTR. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunately what I'm thinking as well. Okay, give me a sec. I need more coffee really bad. Oh, yeah, coffee, yeah. Like, I mean, what people say online doesn't matter in the long run. But the fact that everybody keeps saying that they book themselves to win, like the EVPs booking themselves to win all the time, which I don't think is true, but I think it would be stupid for them to take the belts off of FTR, Stop it. If anybody's going to take the belt off of FTR, it should be like a younger tag team. You know what I'm saying? Like the Young Bucks don't have anything to prove. I got to stop falling asleep during Raw. Good luck, buddy. Good luck, Keyshawn. Good luck. I've been watching wrestling since 1982. Ooh, Eric Tate, so you got all the knowledge. I've been watching wrestling since 1998. Something like that. Aussie Open needs to be tag champs, especially if TK has any hope of signing Will Ospreay. I don't see the correlation. She wasn't Roseanne Barr, so that's a positive. I loved that show though, the Roseanne show. And I mean, I don't think you book Roseanne to sing because you think she's going to be good. They already lost twice to FTR, haven't they? This will be the fourth. David, they just should continue losing to FTR for the rest of their life. Do you think Roman Reigns will ever lose the WWE Universe title? Eric, I have no idea. Like, when's the last time we even saw Roman Reigns? Him and Gunther are just winning all the time for the rest of our lives. But at least, you know what? I love Gunther. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Gunther. At least he, defends his belt. The EVPs control their own narrative. Well, the EVPs be taking L's. So L's after L's. So, the only way to not fall asleep during Raw is by not watching Raw. You took the words right out of my mouth. Doesn't make sense, but that's how Tooney books. What? Aussie Open lost 3 matches in a row. Definitely shouldn't get a title shot. Yeah, I'm not really behind Aussie Open right now. They're great in the ring, but I need to see more like something because I don't know. Because Aussie Open and Will Ospreay are a faction. So why do they have to win? Like, I don't think they hello? I don't think they have to be the winners for them to continue working together. You lost me. DIY might take those belts from Finn and Priest. I hope so. I love me some Johnny Wrestling. Tommaso Ciampa too, but I'm a huge fan. I want to see David Hadley. I want to see Claudio and Yudia challenge and possibly win one of those sets of tag, ROH or AEW. Doesn't matter for me. I really want the Righteous to win the Ring of Honor tag belts. So I don't know. I don't know how that would happen because they already lost at Wrestle Dream against MJF, even though MJF kind of cheated, you know? Like what? I don't know. Everybody is great in the ring. Where are the characters? Are you talking about Aussie Open? Are Aussie Open his faction mates in AEW, though? He's part of the Callis crew. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work because Will Ospreay, I don't know. I have no idea. Hopefully that happens. I'm loving the Callis crew right now. So we still got Brutus Beefcake versus the $1 Million Man. It's been pretty solid, actually. It's been pretty good. I do not hate this match. Steve G is talking to David, and New Japan Pro Wrestling is where they're a faction. They should at least be adjacent to that group. Bobby Fish said in AEW is a little too free. The wrestlers could pretty much do what they want. Who's Bobby Fish? JK. Bobby Fish is out there doing whatever he wants because he's not doing nothing, you know? How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? Jesus Christ. David, thank you for that. Thank you very much. I loved it. Undisputed WWE Tag Champs Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso this Saturday at Fastlane. Yeah, well, that sounds fun. Yeah, I have no interest in that whatsoever. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, God. Curryman Team 3D match. No, I didn't. God damn it. Where is my my paper and pencil? I actually want to watch that. I really want to watch that. I've never seen it, and I keep freaking forgetting. I don't have my paper. Oh, wait. God damn it. I want more Curryman. Where do I rank Adam amongst AEW debuts? Adam Cole? Adam Page? Adam Copeland? David, I have no idea what that means. I wish I don't think I understand that comment. I think that match was the most viewed on Impact's YouTube channel. Oh, no way! Okay. Well, if it's on their YouTube channel, now I can find it, definitely. Adam Copeland? I don't know. I don't know. In terms of like ranking who is the most important on the list, I have no idea. I don't care. Um Actually, now that I think about it, I just I he hasn't really brought any value to the company so far. So I have no idea. He just showed up. So I don't know. Edge's debut reminded me a lot of Danielson's. Who had the biggest debut? I don't know. I don't I don't really think about it that way, to be honest. Like personally, who was I the most excited for to ever debut? Um because that's the only way I can really give an answer. I would say he was number 1. I was like literally crying on the floor. And the only reason I say that is because, well, I'm Canadian and seeing Edge and Christian back together, because that was, um, yeah, that was important for me to see them back together. David Christian has had 2 AEW pay-per-view main events, and both were lead-ins for major debuts. I love Christian. I love him so much. I feel like it's not an AEW, a good AEW, unless there's a debut. If you take out Edge's debut from Wrestle Dream, that was a fantastic pay-per-view, regardless of if he showed up or not. But debuts are good. Debuts help. The best part of Adam Copeland is if he brings Beth. No. Beth Phoenix, not a huge fan, to be honest. No offense. I'm sure she's a lovely lady. But yeah, I get no tickles from her whatsoever. Brutus with his shears. Love to see it. Moving on, please. Holy shit. It was a good pay-per-view. I wouldn't say fantastic. I would. So was it good? So it was still good. So good. Good, fantastic. Yeah. Good. The Bushwhackers. Bushwhackers backstage, eating stuff. Kind of jealous. I'm a little hungry. I was going to do grocery shopping, but I'm here instead. Not doing my laundry and not grocery shopping, but I will. Hopefully, there will be enough interest in him to help AEW move tickets again. I don't care. It doesn't pay me. Unless it's affecting my bank account, how many tickets are being moved is not something I care to talk about. I'm here to enjoy the show and make money. That's enjoy life. Go out and worry about your own bank account, you know? I don't care. I don't care. Unless Tony Khan wants to give me a cut of the pay out of the ticket sales, then I'll give a shit. But until that happens, how much tickets WWE, AEW are selling? Yeah. Doesn't affect me or my credit score. So I don't care. Oh my God. I hope Edge is involved with creative, but I don't know if the EVPs or Jericho will be happy about that. Yeah, I don't know them. So I don't know. I've never met these people before in my life. So what they are and aren't happy with, I don't know. I get tired of the discourse all over social media of only sold this much. I want horse crap to end. Yeah, I just don't care. Like, people have to worry about how much money they have, you know? Like, worry about your own paycheck, get a job, um, and get off Twitter, you know? Like, get off Twitter, literally go touch some grass, literally. Like, smell the fresh air, get a job. Um, yeah, put some money into your savings, retirement fund, um, pay off your student loan. You know, like, these are the these are the things I'm worried about. How many tickets somebody sold to their show is really does not matter in my life. It's not in, like, the scope or the realm of things that I worry about on a daily basis. So I have nothing to add to that because, again, unless I'm getting paid, you know. Gilly, hi Luna, what's up, chat? One last ride for Edge and Christian. I want to see them hug in the ring one last time. That's all I want. That's all I want. You know, my little Canadian heart, couldn't take it. I literally fell to the floor. We are pro wrestling exactly. It's okay to talk about wrestling, but don't let wrestling consume your life. Yeah, it like wrestling consume like I only watch wrestling. People ask me, I've said this before, there are shows like Breaking Bad, like all those big shows that came out, I've never seen them because I only watch wrestling. It consumes my life enough. I don't need to worry about their back end, you know, like I don't do their taxes. I don't, go to Tony's house and break down his, how much money he made that week. Like, I have my own bills to pay. That's what I'm worried about. And some people need to worry about their own bills, you know. We're in a recession here. Pay your own bills. Ticket sales are never reported correctly anyway. It's almost like we have no idea because it's none of our business, you know. Hi, Ronnie Hood. Real country. Hey, Renee. Hey. How's it going, Renee? I had to sing you in. Hi. WrestleMania 5 was the start of my fandom. You know what? I got to see the Rockers. I got to see Brutus Beefcake. We got the Bushwhackers versus the fabulous, I should be Rogues. Nick Wayne got mauled by Luchasaurus, then joined Christian later. Kind of dumb to me. I would like to see Jack Perry back as their third man. Ooh, okay. Like, where your head's at. I don't know. I like that Nick Wayne turned on. I shouldn't say I like it. It made me sad that he turned on Darby Allin because, I don't know. I love Darby Allin. And that was his friend. But this is how storylines get built. So I'm going to see where it goes. But I do also miss Jack Perry. I do. I'm sure he'll be back. Is Dynamite on tonight? Is it? Speaking of real countries, let's mention one that's not. Canada. Thanks for singing me in. Canaderp. You just call me Canaderp? You just call Canada Canaderp, sir? Excuse me, David. What is disrespecting my country, David? Come on. All right, Bushwhackers. I love the Bushwhackers. The I know it's a French Canadian name, and I should be able to say it because I'm literally my mom's side of the family is French Canadian. But it's like Joey from Friends learning French. That's me. Like I can't. My mouth just doesn't move that way. Rogo, Rogu, Rogo. Yeah. Anywho, I tried. Dynamite is Tuesday and next week, regular day this week. Thank you, David. I was getting very confused. Is that because of the footballs? I poke KJ like that here and there, so fair game to you. Honestly, David. Okay, fair. You can make fun of me. That's fine. Rougeau. Rougeau. Ah, that does make sense. Thank you, Keyshawn. Rojou. The Bushwhackers. They won. Good. Oh, everybody wearing the Trump, like the security wearing Trump Plaza shirts. Oh, baseball. Fuck, there's too many sports that I don't follow. Are the Toronto Blue Jays in the baseball game playoffs? Hello? LG Braves. I love the Bushwhackers so much. Oh, reminds me of the Briscoes. Like, I guess that's the point. But like, yes, the Blue Jays are in the playoffs. Oh, I should look into that because I usually go to I know nothing about baseball. But I love going to baseball games because they're a lot of fun and they have snacks. So yeah, I probably can't get tickets to that. I'm sure they're like $1 billion. Probably not, actually. It's fucking baseball. But maybe I'll look. I did take a day off because I usually work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but I took Sunday off at the end of the month or like the second Sunday last to the month to go to a pumpkin patch, which I'm super excited about. Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect is coming down to the ring. We got Mr. Perfect versus the Blue Blazer. Christopher Bristol from Las Vegas, Nevada. Hi, Las Vegas. I've been there 2 times. I do want to go to Nevada again to go to the Clown Motel. But it's not. It's like 4 hours away from Vegas. David, there is only one bird in baseball that matters, and neither is a Blue Jay or an Oriole. What is it then? Help me. Blue Jays play today. They're on ESPN. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to watch that. I'm not going to lie to you, sir. Blue Blazer guy looks familiar. I can't put my finger on it. Who is this? Who is the Blue Blazer? Who is that? Steve G, Luna, isn't Vegas a long flight for you? Not really. It's like 4 hours. It's not far. Not far. Not only is it like a close-ish flight, it is a really cheap flight. Really cheap. I can go to Vegas for 4 days for like $500, and that's all inclusive because they just try to get you there, right? They just try to get you to Vegas so you'll spend all your money. Baseball is boring. Yeah, damn right it is. I just love going to live sporting events because they're fun. Like, I like the energy. I like the drinks. I like um the big pretzels. That's mostly why I go and cheer on a team. Owen Hart over Bret Hart every day, all day, by the way. But so I am going away for 2 weeks, a week and a half to 2 weeks in May. So not until the spring, so not for a while. But I'm going to be doing a road trip through Alberta. And I think I'm going to go to either British Columbia or I'm going to go down to Montana. I'm not sure yet. I have lots of time to think about it. But either way, I will be going to Calgary and I will be going to Bret Hart's bar, Hitman's bar in Calgary. And I will take some content there and show y'all because I am so excited. It's like a newer bar. So excited. David, I'm not allowed to fly. I have to travel by train or bus. I plan to visit. I visited Japan a few years ago and took a ferry. It took 14 weeks to get there. David, are you lying? That's a lie, sir. David, stop it. Steve G, I don't fly. Why? Why? Are you scared of flying or is it you just don't want to? I'm not afraid of flying, but I mean, like, pretty natural for people not to like to take off or land. I fucking freak out every time. But I love to travel, so I have no choice. Brett was in St. John's, New Brunswick for his new Romeo rum. Oh. I really hope when I go to his bar, he's there. Steve G, yes, I hate planes. That's fair. Honestly, it's fair. It's like when you actually like think about flying, it's fucking terrifying. We're not supposed to fly, but I just love traveling so much. I can't help it. And I'm not going to deprive myself of that. I'm lying about the ferry and not being able to fly. I do prefer to take trains or buses when able. David, same. There is nothing like a good road trip because you get to see more, right? If you have the time, always take the train or drive or bus, you know. My goal is to take a road trip through South America. I would love that. Or take the Euro Trail through Euro train through some of the countries in Europe. David, flying is fun to me. Yeah, I hate flying. Not that I hate it, it's just boring. Like the longer the flight, you're just sitting there watching your iPad, reading a book, you know. I don't know. But now that I know you can download stuff off of YouTube, like not download it, but like download it on YouTube so I can watch it without Wi-Fi in the sky. That's what I did last time I was flying. I downloaded, I don't know, a pay-per-view from Impact, and I just watched that pretty much the entire flight. I took the Amtrak to Dallas for WrestleMania 32. Ooh, Amtrak is a nice train too. I had to take an Amtrak once from Manhattan to where did I go? Oh, Boston. And it was super nice. It was the only time I ever took Amtrak. I don't think we have that in Canada. No, we have the Via Rail. This match between Mr. Perfect and the Blue Blazer, by the way, is fucking great. Great. But Mr. Perfect won, so I'm not thrilled, but I'll take it. He's got some good hair. That's a good mullet. That is a good. I love that the mullet is coming back slowly but surely in wrestling. Love that. I flew back though because I wanted to catch the Cardinals is opening weekend. Then I got on the train home, which was 2 stops south of St. Louis. Yeah, that's the thing. You need a lot of time when you're traveling by land. I will also take Amtrak anytime I go to a wrestling trip in Chicago. That's the other thing that I love about Amtrak over what we have in Canada, the Via Rail. Via Rail is super expensive. Like you might as well fly. You might as well fly at that point because it's so fucking expensive. Sometimes it's more expensive to take the train. Sergio, I told you I'd be right back. Hey, hey, hey. Hi. Hello there, Sergio. What am I looking at now? Okay, so this, I will say, WrestleMania 5 so far, much better than WrestleMania 4. Much better. I think we all knew that was going to happen, but I feel like we're moving forward here. We got Owen Hart, the Blue Blazer. We got the Rockers. Like we got the Bushwhackers. Like I feel like we're going into the good stuff. So I love to see that for me because I was getting a little beat down thinking that I had to watch the rest of these. So this is good. I'm feeling great about this, y'all. Hmm. David, I understood virtually nothing that meant, but I'm going to take your word for it. But all I know is when I took Amtrak's once, it was super cheap. The train was nice, and I'll definitely want to do that through America or. I wonder how much it would be for an Amtrak from New York to New Mexico. I'm going to look that up. I wonder if that happens. Is that a thing? Somebody fact check that for me. Oh, Mr. Fuji. I love Mr. Fuji. I don't know what he's doing. He's with like a bunch of Terry Fox runners or something. Am track. Okay, I'm going to look it up. Because from Canada, can Sergio. Was that right? Super cheap and trains are nice, which is awesome. David, I'm going to have to look into it because probably going to have to take multiple trains. That's fine. I can do that. Because I have always wanted to go to New Mexico. Always. They have like aliens. They have really good art. They have really cool art museums. They have a lot of yoga. They have, New Mexico, I know it gets a bad rap. But and I'm sure it's a little dangerous. I don't know. But it looks beautiful. I really, 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 really want to go to New Mexico. But it is so freaking expensive to fly to New Mexico. I even tried to take like a bus over the border into New York, and New York to New Mexico is stupid expensive. Hello, my name is Darich. That's how you say my name. It's not Derek. Darich. Hi. Good afternoon now because you're also from Toronto. Bye. Have fun, Darich. I'm also from Toronto. Claudio's your favorite. You know what? I do like Claudio, but Eddie Kingston forever. First time watching your live. Great communication with the subs. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Christopher. I'm trying. It's going to be a little harder for me once we get into the latter. What in God's name is going on here? Is this there's a man rapping. I don't know who he is, and I don't want to guess because that might come off a little questionable. Yeah, the later I go into these WrestleManias and we get into the Attitude Era, my communication skills with the chat might, dwindle a little bit, but memorable moments in WrestleMania 5, the breakup of Strike Force. Is it Run DMC? Aliens, the ones that come across the border. Not that kind of aliens. No, I mean like the actual aliens. They have like not area. Is Area 51 there? They have like an alien thing. New Mexico aliens. Roswell, where the UFO crash site is. In the Roswell Museum. Not those kind of aliens. Come on, sir. Steve G, Kingston, Moxley, Callahan, and Homicide TK. Let's run that faction one more time. Let's run it. Let's run it. It's making me really sad that Santana and Ortiz still aren't friends, though. I thought we kind of cleared that up, but a great place to visit is Dubai, Australia, and Switzerland. That's my go-to places. Where are you from, Christopher? Where you live at? What continent, at least? I would love to go to Switzerland. So yesterday I had work. I was super tired yesterday because of Wrestle Dream the night previous. And I had a really amazing new client that I absolutely love. I absolutely adore her now already. But she goes to Switzerland to go skiing a lot. She was showing me videos. I don't ski. I'm not that kind of Canadian. But she goes there and she was showing me videos of Switzerland and her sons skiing there. Oh my God, it looks so pretty. I really would love. Okay, I'm just going to fast forward through this. No offense, DMC. I have no interest in this. But yeah. So that is somewhere high on my list now because it looks freaking beautiful. She told me it's real expensive to be in Switzerland though. Okay. So now we got the WWF Tag Team title match, the Powers of Pain versus Demolition, managed by one of my faves, Mr. Fuji. All right, I'm looking up that train. Looking up that train from New York. Okay, no, I'll do it after because this is fucking up my computer. Okay. Demolition just beat up their own manager. I'm a little bit confused about what's happening. Christopher is from the Caribbean, but I moved to Las Vegas, Nevada. Right. I stayed 6 months in Toronto every year because the property investments and stuff. Okay, Christopher. All right there, worldly man. Toronto sucks though. Toronto. Oh, I see. I was watching a playback. Fuji betrayed Demolition. Yes, I got that now. Thank you very much, Renee. Sorry. I took my eyes off the screen and they were showing a Oh God. We have the honky tonk man. We have the honky tonk man on this card. Not him again. Not the honky tonk, man. Dear God. Okay. Let's move this along. Trump Plaza Towers. Does Trump still have a hotel in Vegas? Does anybody know that? 35 years ago this took place. And it shows. Toronto is not too bad. It's just the construction, bad drivers, price, violence. God, what else? It's dirty. It's yeah. Where are you from in Canada? Toronto. What else? What else bad do you want me to tell you about Toronto? Got a laundry list. It's you know what? There's a lot to do in Toronto. You know, it's diverse. We got good restaurants, I'll tell you that much, but it's convenient. You don't have to drive if you don't want to. But overall, living here, darn, you are rough on your own city. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. I can't help it. I didn't make it suck. It just started sucking like 5 years ago. That's why I'm moving. Moving on out. Moving on up. Moving on out. In the next year. That's why I'm going to Alberta and BC in May. I heard it's the most diverse city in the entire world, though. Yeah. And that's one thing that is there's a few things that are good about Toronto, and diversity is definitely one of them. It's diverse. You know, it's got great food. We have Toronto Island, which is stunning. It's a good city to visit. I wouldn't necessarily live here, even though I do, unfortunately. But that's why I'm moving. I would love to be an outsider visiting Toronto, 100%. But in terms of living here, not great. Unless you want to pay $4,000 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. I hope you didn't follow the ad that said Alberta is calling. No. I have family in Alberta and I used to live there. Okay, so what do we got going on now? Oh God, I don't care. Jimmy Superfly Snuka for some reason. Dino Bravo and Rugged Ronnie. Steve G, what about Montreal? I love Montreal. I do. I just don't speak French. And I heard you don't really need to speak French anymore in Montreal. Like it's not an absolute 100% requirement. That being said, I also would want to speak French if I lived there, you know? But Montreal, Quebec City is absolutely gorgeous, that region. Red God. Red Rooster versus oh no, that's not him. I have no idea what that is. Quebec own Dino Bravo. Oh, it's the I have no idea what I'm looking at right now. Did I fucking miss something? Like what? I'm just gonna fast forward. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. I do know that. Hmm. Completely missed the intro to this match, and I have no idea. Is that Arn Anderson? Jesus Christ. Arn Anderson is old as dirt. No offense. Sorry, Arn. But holy shit. Last year when I stayed in Toronto, my rental car got stolen the first day by an Indian guy. Then he told the cops he was borrowing the car. That was a day to remember. That sounds very much like Toronto to me. Yeah. Somebody stole your car the first day of being here. Yeah, that doesn't, unfortunately, that does not surprise me, you know? It's Renee. It's a shame YouTube won't let you video because of copyrights would be cool to watch with you. Yeah. Well, WrestleMania 6 is next week, so find it. Find it. Next Tuesday, we'll be back. I got it on VHS because I'm cool like that. Oh, I didn't spell out October. Maybe I'll do that after this. Maybe I will go get my VHS collection. I got to spell out October. Arn Anderson has looked 50 since he was born. We Are Pro Wrestling. You're not wrong there. Like, this is 1989, and man looked like he was in his 80s. Like, how is that? Love Arn. Love him. Christopher, it surprised me. That would be quite surprising if somebody stole your car and then claimed you let them borrow it. That's. Welcome to Toronto, the land of crime. Are you going to do WCW pay-per-views eventually? Right now I'm doing WrestleManias, obviously. And this Sunday coming up, me and Anthony will be doing the Monster Balls. Monster Ball? Monsters Ball. So we'll be doing that on Sunday around, I think, 7:30 p.m., something like that. But I'll give you guys a time. So we'll be doing the Monsters Ball in October because it's spooky season. So we'll be doing Blast from the Past with that. After I'm done WrestleMania, either I'm going to do WCW first or I'm going to do ECW. I'm not 100% sure, but one of those. I remember at 5 years, I remember at 5 years calling the video store to reserve a copy of WrestleMania 5. I hear bagpipes. Wrestlers just looked older back in the day, whether they were young or not. They just looked old. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, everybody kind of, not even just wrestlers, like, everybody kind of just looked older back in the 80s, you know? Style and everything. Who do you think, Christopher, who do you think the greatest wrestler of all time is? It's a good question. The greatest wrestler of all time. Can I pick two? Like, the greatest wrestler of all time would probably. No, I'm going to pick Bret Hart. Owen Hart? Owen Hart. No, I'm picking Owen. Picking Owen. Steve G is saying Ric Flair. For me, Undertaker, then Cena. Undertaker, I'm going to keep. Undertaker was not that good of a wrestler, though. But if we're talking about like overall well-rounded wrestler with everything, Eddie Guerrero. Just for context, Arn Anderson was 30 years old at this show. Okay. All right. Yep. Real country, Renee, back when everyone drank every night and did drugs, so it took a toll on your body, 100%. You just looked older because your body felt older. Bonkers says Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat, baby. Yeah, Latino Heat's my favorite wrestler of all time. But if we're going to talk about like skill, Eddie Guerrero's great, but I don't know. Owen Hart. Wonder if I got any snacks. Getting hungry over here. All right. All right. Brother Love is out here. Being orange. And Bonkers LFC is also saying AJ Styles and Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin's high on that list for me. I love Chris Sabin. I think he's great. AJ Styles is great. Don't get me wrong. Fantastic. What he's doing now is lame. So lame. He's lost his coolness, if you will. His coolness has gone down the drain for me. Technically, Kurt Angle. Well, yes, Kurt Angle is definitely. He's in my top 5 of all time. Not only that, back then, if you didn't wrestle, you didn't get paid. So wrestlers wrestled with all kinds of injuries, most notably concussions. I mean, all of that stuff is going to take a toll on your body. You're, drinking the liquor. You're dehydrated. You're probably not washing your face at night, moisturizer. Even Chris Benoit was a great technical wrestler, right up there with Bret Hart, but he did some monstrous things. WWE doesn't recognize him any longer. You know what, Gilly? I will take the bait on this. Chris Benoit is a fantastic wrestler. Back in the day, before all that stuff happened, was probably one of my favorite wrestlers. I loved watching him. That being said, he doesn't deserve to be recognized. He just doesn't deserve it. Doesn't matter what he did in the ring. There are some certain things that are inexcusable. And when it comes to kids, I don't fuck with that shit. Don't fuck with it. Morton Downey Jr. was the Howard Stern of that time. Bubba Booey. And always was rude to his guests on his talk show, so Roddy put him at his place. Bubba Booey. Speaking of Howard Stern, Bubba Booey. I used to watch that show a lot. I agree about Angel's technical skills, but I always thought he... What do you mean, Angels? Is that Roddy Piper? I love him. I love him so much. I love Roddy Piper so much. I can't with him. He just makes me so happy. Look at him. Look at all that hair just fluffing in the wind. Gilly. Fair enough, Luna. Yeah. But, you know, facts are facts. And the fact is, he was a great wrestler. He just, fuck that. F that guy, you know? But Roddy Piper's here. So that's exciting. You know who wasn't a shit person? Roddy Piper. I think. I don't know. Actually, I don't. Tell me if I'm wrong, but Steve G. Yes, Piper was great. Renee, Roddy is the greatest of all time. He's up there for sure. If you say now wrestlers, it's Danielson, Bryan, Josh Alexander, and Dragunov. Yeah, Dragunov's good. So I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. I just don't watch NXT because I don't have time. But now that I've pretty much taken out Raw and SmackDown because like I don't have time for Raw and SmackDown, and I just don't care to make time for it, to be honest. So now that I don't really watch them anymore, I will probably start watching NXT because No Mercy, what I did watch of it, what I did tune into was phenomenal. A1, NXT, back in the black and gold era when NXT was better than the main roster, I feel like we're going back to that, you know? Feels like NXT is better than SmackDown and Raw. So I might have to start watching that. Something about a man in a kilt. I don't know. It's good. It's a good look. I do like it. But yeah, sorry. Zack Sabre Jr., Steve G, also fantastic. Will Ospreay, obviously. What's your best 5 women's wrestlers right now? Right this second, I'm going to have to go with Jordynne Grace, Mickie James, even though she's been out of the game for a little bit, but she just came back, so I'm going to have to put her on that list. Jordynne Grace, Mickie James. I like Julia Hart a lot. Come for me. Tiffany Stratton. I only have one left. Deonna Purrazzo. Did I say that? No, I didn't. Those 5. Those are the 5 that I like watching the most. I'm probably missing, like, it's always really hard for me to pick a top 5, but I like those ones. Mommy said last night if Dirty Dom didn't win his belt back tonight, they were done. Thank God. Hopefully this is the end of the Judgment Day because I'm fucking over it. Tell me how you really feel. Purrazzo, Flair, Io, Camille, Starks in no particular order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Fair. It's a good list. I don't know who Camille is, though. Roddy. Okay. I will be right back. I need to take a break. AKA, I will be back in like 30 seconds. I'm back. I am back. Really needed to run to the bathroom and get something to eat. And yes, this is chicken bologna. I have a problem. We still got Roddy Piper screaming at Brother Love. Thank God. Get him. Get him. Oh, bonkers. I totally forgot she's been injured. Jamie Hayter is phenomenal. Honorary mention goes to Athena Ember Moon. I do love her as well. Problem with that is I don't watch Rampage. I don't know if she's actually on Rampage, but I know she's the Ring of Honor champ, and I don't watch that either. So, which is unfortunate, but I'm just he needs to do something better with Ring of Honor. I love Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor was the love of my life for a long time. But I don't know. Eddie Kingston is Ring of Honor champ though, so shout out to the special guest. I talk about I have this thing with food where I get super obsessed with something and that's all I will eat for so long. So the amount of times I've talked about fucking chicken bologna on this channel is disgusting because I eat it so much. It's not good for you, you know? It's not like I'm making healthy choices, but it's so good. Put some spicy mustard on that shit. Chicken bologna and dumpy are my two taglines. Camille is the NWA champion for 813 days. I don't watch NWA. I know. I'm a pretty shitty wrestling fan, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't watch anything. Feel like that's all I do, but apparently, let's try that again. Taya Valkyrie would be on my list, but TK is clueless how to Taya. He is not Tayaing very well. I will give you that. I am very, very PO'd about what he has done. Like, he should have just left Taya Valkyrie in Impact. You know what I'm saying? Leave her the fuck alone because you're doing nothing, sir. Hello, good day to you, KJ. KJ just came in to call out my chicken bologna. I'm just getting some more coffee, y'all. I'm running on chicken bologna and coffee. So we got Roddy Piper just laying into Morton right now, as he does. Just laying into people. Who was Roddy Piper's wife? Oh, I almost said something really inappropriate. Trying not to get kicked off this channel. Okay. I missed out Sheeta, Carrie Sane, Mercedes, Tony. Oh, Tony Storm. Tony Storm. I have loved Tony Storm since the WWE, NXT, WWE days. WWE literally hit her with a cake, though, which made me very sad. But yeah, no, I think her character, Tony Storm's character work right now is phenomenal. Sorry. Roddy Piper was running his hands through his hair and I got distracted. Juan Collins, Money Talks BS walks to AEW. I have no idea what that means, but I like it. That flows very well. Hello, friends. Wrestling for life. Wrestling for life. Do I see the similarities between Statlander and Blair Davenport? Hello, Polo Rye. No. What was Blair Davenport's name previously in New Japan when she was dating Will Ospreay? What was her name? Juan Piper from Raw. The things that I would actually say out loud are just not appropriate. But I'll just say them in my head. So that's your secret for your great dumpy. That's it. Chicken bologna. Morning, noon, and night. Piper's wife is Kitty Toombs. I'm looking her up. I actually don't know. Kitty Toombs. Oh. Interesting choice. She looks very nice. Sky Blue, my favorite. She's pretty good too. Do you think WWE Monday Night Raw will leave US Network next year? Probably, because that's what they did with SmackDown, right? Couldn't see them separating. Or wait, will leave? Didn't they just go? I don't know. That kind of shit again. That kind of shit. Didn't they like leave Fox or did they go to Fox? I don't know. I'm from Canada. Teal Piper is her wrestling daughter. I knew that. Yeah, explain this to me again. Didn't SmackDown, somebody went somewhere, SmackDown went here to there to here. Again, that's the back end stuff that I makes me drier than the Sahara. I don't care about like that kind of stuff, but I know that they like somebody was at Fox and they went somewhere else and my attention span doesn't be right. Priestly. Thank you. Thank you, KJ. Did you see Jade's post the question whom we want her first opponent to be? Who would you like to see or pair her with? I wouldn't pair her with anybody. I think Jade is great on her own. Sorry, my fucking cat. So I would love to see her against Bianca, or Charlotte Flair. What I would like to know, because I am simply just a baby NXT fan, I'm getting into it again. I would like to know what's going on with Joe Gacy. Because Joe Gacy, I really like spooky characters when done correctly. And Joe Gacy gives me creepy vibes. I like him. I like that Joe Gacy. What's going on with the schism? I know the Grizzly Vets left. I heard about that. They were asking for their release and all that stuff like previously. And now the Rock's daughter left or got kicked out or something, as per No Mercy. But I'd like to know, is Joe Gacy leaving? Is he going to be the new Bray Wyatt? Not the new Bray Wyatt. We can't replace Bray Wyatt. That's a terrible thing to say. But, you know, what's going on with him? What's going on with my man, my spooky dude? Mean Gene. I love Mean Gene. His little mustache. His no hair and his mustache. Juan. Jade versus Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez would also be good. Oh, great. Fantastic. We're at Trump Towers, so of course we got to speak to Donald Trump. Got to do it. Got to talk to him. Fuck this guy. I'm gonna fast forward through the backstage interview with Trump. See you later, Trumpy. See you in court, bud. I think Schism is finished. He told the Rock's daughter, Ava, is it Ava Rain? He's going to Judgment Day. Oh, he's going to Judgment Day, just my opinion. Please, God, no. Please, God, no. Yeah, sure. I mean, that sounds about right. Oh, God. From Trump to Hulk Hogan. Ava is joining Bloodline. How come AEW is on Tuesday next week? Eric Tate, somebody said that it was for baseball. They're changing the day. There's something happening with, oh yeah, Juan is here saying baseball playoffs. Ava is joining the Bloodline. Oh my God. I thought that's what she didn't want to do. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Whatever makes her happy. But yeah, cool. That doesn't really, I don't care, to be honest, about that. I'd rather Hulk Hogan is, oh, this is a playback way back thing. When Hulk Hogan carried Miss Elizabeth out of the ring when she got hurt, then Macho Man slaps Hulk Hogan because he's a jealous little man. Steve G, that would be fire. Like if B-Fab was her manager or something. Luna, please don't say that you would be against that idea. Yeah, no, not against it. I just don't care about that, to be honest. Like, are you saying B-Fab should be Jade Cargill's manager? Because I don't think she really needs a manager. Yeah, sure. I'm not against it. If it happens, sure. So now we're getting Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man Randy Savage for the WWE title. Huh. Okay. So this isn't even the last match on the. This isn't the main event. We just slide in on into Hulk Hogan versus. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Did I fast forward through a lot of this and I just don't remember? Renee Jade versus Belair or Flair. That's 100% where my head is at. I don't think she needs a manager. I don't think she needs a tag team partner. I think, oh, never mind. No, it was just Hulk Hogan talking smack. So, no, we're not getting that right now. Right now, we're getting Jake the Snake, love him, versus Andre the Giant, the man that can barely walk. Okay. It's a spectacle. It's a thing to see, I guess. But overall, do I care? Not really. Not really giving a hoot about this. Belair should join her husband in Lashley's faction. Lots of factions. Got to put everybody in a faction. Everybody get in a faction. Hold hands, get in the faction. Jade to dethrone Becky Lynch. Well, I do love this idea, Bonkers. I do. I love it. I just don't think that Jade is going to NXT. Maybe she should. Not saying, I mean, I am a fan of Jade. I don't want to be one of those people that are like hating on Jade because she went to the WWE. That's not what I'm saying. But Jade does need to work on her in-ring work. And that's not a bad thing. She's just new. She's fresh. I think she's fantastic. And I think she is going to absolutely kill it. Absolutely kill it. But NXT wouldn't be the worst thing, for her. And NXT is doing fantastic right now. So wouldn't be the worst thing. I edited Nick Wayne's Wikipedia earlier to say Christian Cage is his father, and it hasn't been fixed. How do you even edit? Can anybody edit a Wikipedia? Like, I know you can edit it, but can anybody do it, or do you have to be like a member? Okay, I'm going to go look to see if it still says that. Oh, Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne. He's so cute. He's adorable. Little baby. Little baby Nick Wayne. Oh my God, you did. Family Christian Cage, father. Under professional wrestling career right now, it says early career. Wayne began his wrestling in his childhood, being trained by his father, Buddy Wayne. But then on the side, it says Christian Cage is his father. Poor Nick Wayne. Confused as a motherfucker. Well-rounded Leo. Hello. Okay, right now we are getting into some good stuff. We are getting the Hart Foundation versus Greg Valentine and the Honky Tonk Man. Does Dirty Dom win back his North America title, or does he get thrown out of the Judgment Day? Bonkers, he's getting thrown out. There's no way they're taking the belt off of Tricky right now. That man, again, I am a baby NXT fan, but Tricky Williams, I love him. I love him so much. I think he is great. I am going to be like his biggest fan right now. I don't think that he's coming home with that belt. This Andre Jake match would have been the match where Vince decided Andre shouldn't do televised singles matches anymore. We are pro wrestling, and he was correct. I had to fast forward through the ending most of that match because I can't watch Andre the Giant tick around with his little tick legs. Nope. Bret Hart. I can't wait to go to his bar. I can't wait. I'm so excited for the spring to go to Bret Hart's bar. Yes. Can anyone remember when Chris Benoit died and there was a Wikipedia edit that came out from someone being on forums and spreading rumors at the time? David, no. How old was I when Chris Benoit died? What year was that? I'm really bad with timelines and stuff. He died in 2007. Yeah, so I definitely wasn't Wikipediaing at that time. No, sir. Bonkers Tricky Williams looks like Booker T in his... Booker T was phenomenal in his day. Now Booker T is the Karen of the wrestling community. And he can't change my mind. Diamond Dallas Page driving the Cadillac to the ring. Greg Valentine is wild. How old was Greg Valentine in 1989? Man looks older than Arn Anderson, that's for sure. David, I was 15 when Chris Benoit died. My dad passed in April, the Tuesday after WrestleMania 23, and Benoit was my dad's favorite wrestler. Somebody look up how old Greg Valentine is. Man is 62, at least. The Cadillac was the next year. Somebody look it up. I gotta know. Man looks like he's... Man kind of looks like Tan Mom, actually. Look up Tan Mom and then look up a picture of Greg Valentine and tell me that that is not the same fucking person. Tan Mom. I wish I knew how to... KJ, get in here. Put up a photo. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to put up a photo. Somebody's got to put up a photo. I think Greg Valentine is probably about 70. He's got to be. Like, not now. I'm talking about at WrestleMania 5. He's got to be like 62. 72. WrestleMania 5, he was 72, is what you're saying. He's got to be. Man is in his 60s for sure. Greg Valentine. How old is he right now? Man, he looks like, I don't know. He's 72 right now. No way. Absolutely not. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. I'm doing math on a calculator because I'm really bad at math. This was in 1989. So this was like about 34 years ago. So he was 38? He's 38 in this pay-per-view? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Somebody, how do I, no. No. Man looks like Tan Mom. I like him, though. I do like him. Valentine retired in 2019. Wrestlers lived a hard life back then. He lived a couple bad lives by this pay-per-view. Let's be completely honest. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna make excuses for people that don't use moisturizer. Tan Mom. Tan Mom Valentine. Love it. 37 would be right. His birthday's in September. Holy Jesus. 37, 38, and 89. He would have been 37 and 37 and a half. Okay. Well, he's it's a rough watch because I'm watching Bret the Hitman Hart beat up Tan Mom, and it's interesting. Which is the best Impact? James Taylor, what do you mean which is the best Impact? Oh, I thought you were asking who like had the best impact. Which is the best Impact, AEW, or WWE? My personal opinion. Like in terms of overall product, weekly show, or pay-per-views. Because if we're talking about overall product, I'm going with Impact. And if you're talking about current products, yes, I'm going with Impact. They put on the best pay-per-views. It's the easiest watch. It's one show a week. You can watch it on YouTube without commercials. So I love that. It's just a nice little package. They put on the best pay-per-views. Yeah, I just love it. I love it so much. I'm getting more chicken below me, boys and girls. It's happening. Been a long morning. I had to go to the bank. Yesterday was a holiday or something. Truth and Reconciliation Day. So all the banks were closed. So I was at the bank for like fucking hour. What's going on here? Oh, the Heart Foundation won. They beat Tan Mom. And Wish Elvis. So that's nice. Bret Hart got that. Oh. Bret Hart got that pin over Elvis. Love it. David, he never really clicked in WWF. Who? Tan Mom? Nice little package. I like when things are easy, you know? I just have to watch one show a week. Wrap it up. Let's go. Make it one good show and let's get it. You know? So now we're getting Rick Rude, which I love him, versus the Ultimate Warrior. Dear fucking God. I couldn't care less about the Ultimate Warrior. 1988 Saturday night main event. The match sucked, but the post-match is funny. 10-4. Eric Tate, are you asking me if The Undertaker should have one more match at WrestleMania? Absolutely no. Please, no. Wish Elvis. Yeah. Wish Elvis. Yeah. Greg Valentine versus Piper dog collar match was great. I love me a good dog collar match. And I love me some Piper, so. Who are those people in the WWE streams? On this channel? Are you talking about on this channel? That's KJ and Big Nick. Who are those people? Where are they on? Where are they on this channel? No, I'm just a straggler. It's technically their channel. I just kind of show up sometimes. JK. Bye. I have great picture I took of Warrior in the ring the night after WrestleMania 30. Yeah, I just like Hulk Hogan and Warrior, it just does nothing for me. I know they did a lot for or Hulk Hogan did a lot for the business, whatever, but gives me nothing. No tickles were had on those days. Ravishing Rick Rude. Greg Valentine, I think at 38 was WrestleMania 5. Dave, what dog color match did you like from last year better? The Briscoes versus FTR 1,000 times over. 100%. The Briscoes doing I love FTR, but the Briscoes doing anything, they're like my favorite tag team of all time. I said what I said. My God, Rick Rude's body is crazy. It's actually insane. Like, man is 0% body fat. Valentine had a great match versus Tito Santana for the IC championship in a steel cage. The build-up, Valentine broke his leg. No, I like Greg Valentine. I actually do. He just looks like Tan Mom. That's all. I'm not trying to read him. He just, looks like Tan Mom. I love Rick Rude's heel work. Yeah, I really like Rick Rude. I do like some Rick Rude. Man just has a man's body is so tight, he makes the Ultimate Warrior look like a slob. Like, it's crazy. Like, how? James Taylor, which is your favorite, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT? I just started watching NXT again, and I will pick NXT because Raw and SmackDown are so boring. It makes me want to gouge my eyes out. Straight the fuck up. Like, I can't do it. I feel like I'm dying a little bit on the inside when I try to sit through one of those. What's Simp Unk? I liked the callback to Raven versus CM Punk in that one, but the Briscoes versus FTR was one of an original match. Yeah, I loved FTR and the Briscoes. Again, the Briscoes, I love them so much. Rude was a legit tough guy. One of the guys you didn't want to F with. Yeah, The Ultimate Warrior is a tough watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just bear hugging Rick Rude and just jumping up and down. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's like ruining this entire. He's still doing it. Didn't Valentine also break Wahoo McDaniel's leg? I don't know. He's still hugging him and jumping up and down. Eric Tate, Rude has never been a baby face with a name like Rick Rude. How could he be, He did. He broke Wahoo's in NWA and Tito's in WWF. Well, Valentine, is the Nia Jax of his generation. I don't know. Why is he breaking everybody's leg? Not saying Nia Jax broke somebody's leg, but you know, you get the joke. Haha, moving on. Eric Tate, they teased him as a face in WCW in 94 before his career ending back injury. I think Hogan is overrated. James Taylor, same. He's doing it again. He's just hugging him and jumping up and down. Warrior is so, oh my God, he's the worst. He's the worst. I don't care what anybody says. If your favorite wrestler is the Ultimate Warrior, I am judging you. He's just been doing this the entire match. He's just hugging Rick Rude and jumping up and down. It's literally the worst. It's the worst. He was briefly babyface in WCW in 97. I know Warrior sucks, but we would go crazy for him when we were children. I could see why children like Warrior. You know? He's colorful. He runs out really fast. As terrible as Warrior and Hogan were, their match at WrestleMania 6 was phenomenal. Well, we'll be here next week, you know? We'll be here. Warrior versus... Just wait till your Mania stream. Hogan versus Warrior, the Ultimate Challenge. We'll get there. We're making moves towards WrestleMania 6. That'll be next week. I will be here. I'm making my way towards it. Slowly. Very slowly, but surely. But it's only October. You know, so I got lots of time. Warriors matches were 10 seconds long. This has been going on for longer than 10 seconds, unfortunately for me. Unfortunately for me. He broke them because he was a great heel. Back in the day, heels would hurt babyface in order to build heat. Blah, blah, blah. Rick Boogs should have done a similar character to Ravishing Rick Rude. What else we got here? Oh, Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage is after this. Then we're done. Do you think they should bring back WCW? No. No. Mm-mm. What would the point be, you know? Like, it wouldn't be the same because it wouldn't be the same like, there would be really no purpose of that, you know? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. AEW is basically WCW. I don't think so. Where's the Yeti? Oh my God, this is awful. This is so bad. Love me some Rick Rude, but if I have to... When does the Ultimate Warrior retire? Because this is worse than watching Hulk Hogan 1,000 times over. WCW and ECW mixed. I would go more, if we're going to say that, I would say more TNA and ECW mixed. If we had to compare, you know? Oh my God. The Ultimate Warrior is... Just gonna click this with my toe. Is that the one I want? Jesus. Who thought bringing... Warrior died in 2014. This match just goes on forever. Who's this? Bad News Brown versus... Oh my God. I'm not watching this. I have very little patience today. For this shit. Bad News Brown versus Jim Saw Duggan. I don't fucking care. Have you ever heard Warriors University Talks back in the mid 2000s? I sure did. Other than Warrior, the only other Warrior Mania matches are 6, 7, and 12. Okay, thank God. Because that just took the wind out of me. Warrior has good matches. The next two WrestleManias with Hogan and Macho Man. I disagree. I don't even have to see them. Oh, here comes the Red Rooster. The Red Rooster versus Bobby the Brain Heenan. Let's really trying here, folks. But they're fucking throwing the Red Rooster at me like I'm supposed to sit through this shit. David, queer and don't make the world work. That is a direct quote from the Warrior. Yeah. Yeah. Bad News Brown is great and is from Canada. You know what? I'm sure he's a fantastic young gentleman, but I don't care. Like Bobby the Brain Heenan was so funny. I got nothing left. Who is your favorite wrestler? My favorite wrestler of all time is Eddie Guerrero. Dumpy Mania! You popped in, MDB, at the right time because Dumpy Mania is running wild right now. Those two matches were phenomenal, essential WrestleMania matches. Which two? Okay, so now we got Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man Randy Savage. And I was fast forwarding, so I'm gonna start mid-match because I've had about it up to my eyebrows with 1989 right now. Isn't news from the US but stampede product like Anvil? Yeah, I have no idea where Bad News Bear is from. My favorite of all time, well, it's Sting. David, good answer. I do love some Sting. Uncle Zombie, hello, good evening, morning, afternoon. Will CM Punk join Raw? I am sick of hearing about him, to be honest. I'm a CM Punk fan, but I'm over it. I'm over it with CM Punk. Well, ain't that the DDT a finishing move anymore? Dumpy Mania is always running wild. It's running wild. Bad News is from Calgary. There you go. Bad News Brown Bear is from Calgary. Makes sense. Oh, sorry. What state do I live in? The state of Canada. I'm from Canada. I live in a province. Bad News is from New York. Y'all fighting about Bad News. I'm looking it up. Bad News Brown is from New York. He is from New York. He was born in New York. He died in Calgary. But then also his Wikipedia says he's from Montreal. So, it looks like he was born in New York, but raised in Montreal. So, who knows? The state of Canada. What are your reactions after WWE fired Dolph Ziggler, as he was such a good wrestler and he has so much potential? So first of all, I do want to see one thing. Dolph Ziggler's only 43 years old. I thought he was older. I don't know. A lot of people are speculating that Dolph Ziggler is actually going to sign back with WWE. That, I don't know. I don't think he should, to be honest. It's not like they were doing anything with him. But that being said, he also has a stand-up comedy career, right? So, whatever he wants to do. If he wants to continue just having like 3 matches a year so he can concentrate on comedy, all power to him. Bad News Barrett. Bad News Bears. Bad News Brown. Damn, Dolph Ziggler is 43 is not old as hell. What are you talking about? It's not old. Bad News is one of 2000's deaths, 2007 deaths too. That year had an insane who's who of wrestlers pass away. I don't know. Who else died in 2007? LOL, he's older than I thought he was. Honestly, I thought he was older. I thought he was like late 40s. Only because, not that he looks old at all. I just thought he looked younger than he actually was. But he's just been around for so long. I don't know. I would like to see Dolph have at least one AEW tagging with Ryan. I would love that too. FTR versus Ryan, or the Dolph boys, the Ziggler boys, the Nemci boys, however you say their last name. We still got Dumpy Mania versus Macho Man Randy Savage right now. He's got dumps like a truck. But you know what? He doesn't have the Dumpy on MJF better than Hulk Hogan. I will say that. Probably would become a dream come true for Ryan. Yeah. What's Ryan doing? He ain't doing much, you know? He's not doing many things that I'm aware of. Dumpy Mania versus Slim Jim Mania, exactly. Is this for, oh, it is for the title. This is for the WWF Heavyweight Championship. Really hoping Hulk Hogan doesn't win. To be honest, oh, thank you, Uncle Zombie. I'm just myself, just trailer park trash. I don't know. Hulkamania and MJF have the same tan. MJF is surpassing the tan. His MJF's tan getting a little concerning. That tan. But then when you look at wrestlers back in the day, you know, the tanning beds were hot. That's probably why they looked so old, because they were just sitting in tanning beds for hours on end. I know who wins. I won't spoil it for you. I'm going to say, I don't know who wins, actually. Now that we're here, actually, you know what? I'm going to get a snack that isn't chicken bologna. I bought these and I never ate them, but they remind me of my childhood, so I'm going to eat them. MJF went to the Ariana Grande School of Dance. That's it. The Tan Mom. Remember these little things? These little honey bear things? Oh, Miss Elizabeth. Down there helping Hulk Hogan. Not a good look, Elizabeth. Macho Man screaming at Miss Elizabeth, and she looks terrified. Chicken bologna. I eat it all the time, my dude. It's very good. It's very good. Golden grams, exactly. Everybody looked older back in the day. Men in the 1970s looked 45 and be like 21. 100%. We were talking about that earlier. It's actually terrifying. Like, I'm still shooketh that Greg Valentine was in his 30s at WrestleMania 5, because he literally, I thought he was in his 60s at that point. I was like, how is this man still alive not that long ago? It's like, he looked like he was pushing 65 in 1989. Oh, yeah, I got to eat lots, actually. I got to eat lots today because I have to do blood work tomorrow, so I have to, like, stop eating or something. Shooketh. Is bologna considered a low-class food in Canada like it is here? I don't think so. I think it's just like a sandwich meat. You know? I don't think it's a high-class food by any means, but like, I don't know. I know in the East Coast, what do they call it? Newfoundland steak or something, and they just fry up bologna. Again, I don't think it's a high class food. I don't think you're gonna see the people in, like, rich neighborhoods buy their kids bologna by any means, but maybe. I don't know. We all used to eat bologna growing up. But then again, I'm from the trailer park, so maybe I just don't know any better. I don't know. I only use the finest meat on my sandwich. Well, waddy fucking da. I love me some goddamn chicken bologna, okay? Yeah, exactly. Well-rounded, Leo. Bologna is high-class, good eating. You know what? some of us were very poor growing up and ate a lot of bologna. Okay. That's where it's from. There is my favorite wrestling meme of all time is when Hulk Hogan is doing this little thing. And I found it. And they have him like blowing on a flower. Like I know he used to do that a lot, but that was the exact cut. Found it. It's from Wrestlemania 5. I will post it. If you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter because I'm going to post my favorite wrestling meme of all time. Because it's from WrestleMania 5. I am so excited I found it. I'll support your baloney habit. It's definitely a habit, an addiction. I fucking love. The thing is, here's the thing. I am addicted to bologna, but I'm also more than bologna. I am addicted to collecting mustard. I love mustard. I love fancy mustard. I will spend a stupid amount on like the stupidest fucking mustard. Did Hulk Hogan just win the goddamn belt? I can't do this anymore. We're going to be going into WrestleMania 6 and he's the champion, right? Hulk Hogan. That's what I have to say about that. I was a poor kid too, grew up on the cheapest bologna, that no-name bologna. But now we got fancy bolognas where they're super expensive and they're like clean and they're chicken. Like, well, let me get my bologna. That no-name like 99 cents bologna, nay, 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 nay. We don't do that anymore. Now we have chicken bologna, you know? Where it's like high in iron and fucking protein and it's gluten-free, right? It's gluten-free. So that's got to mean something. Would you be interested in working an extra day? Oh, my boss just texted me asking me if I'd be interested in working an extra day. Should I say no? Should I tell her to go F herself? Somebody write my text for me. No, I'll work the extra day. I'm going away. I gotta collect that money. See, my bologna is gluten-free. So that means there's no gluten in it. So that's gotta mean something, you know? Nay, nay. We got the finest bologna up here at Luna's house. Isn't Hogan always the champ just like Reigns? Well, at least Hogan fucking shows up, you know? At least Hogan's here. I might be annoyed that I always have to see him, but at least he showed up. Gluten-free, I like my food glutened up. Gluten. Red Rooster versus Bobby Heenan. That match lasted 31 seconds. Yeah, that wasn't... I accidentally fast forward through all of that match because it was so short. MDB, get that paper, shoddy. Yeah, I'm going to work. MDB told me to get that paper, so I'm going into work. Anyway, I took a day off at the end of the month, so I should probably make up for it anyway, right? So you know what? This pay-per-view was pretty good. I did fast forward through some of it because you know what? I got a lot of fucking pay-per-views to get through. There was a few matches on this card like any other card that, you know, it just aren't that interesting. But overall, WrestleMania 5 did not suck. Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man Randy Savage. You know what? I didn't hate it. Out of all the Hulk Hogan matches that I've watched thus far, which has been a lot, kind of liked it. Kind of liked it. Did not suck entirely. Seemed like you liked this one most thus far. You know what? We got the rockers in there. We had the bushwhackers. It's because we're finally getting somewhere, you know? Dumpy Mania 5 was a success. Yeah, this is probably, I liked this one. This was pretty okay, you know? Let's see. Hold on, because I don't have it on me. I want to see what I'm getting myself into WrestleMania 6. WrestleMania 5, not only did it have a sweet ass motherfucking cover. Look at that. That is a good cover. Not only that, but it was a pretty good pay-per-view. I also drank a lot of, oh God, WrestleMania 6. WrestleMania 6 did not suck entirely. That's what she said. You just had to say it, didn't you? Okay, WrestleMania 6. First of all, the cover is Warrior and Hogan, so I'm already unhappy. But we have Rick Rude versus Jimmy Snuka. We have Big Boss Man versus Akeem. So we have the Twin Towers up against each other. So Ted DiBiase versus Jake the Snake. Okay, now you're speaking to me. Jimmy Duggan versus Dino Bravo. The Orient Express versus the Rockers. Okay, Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire with Miss Elizabeth versus Randy Savage and Queen Sherry. Okay. The Hart Foundation versus Boris and, oh God, Nico Lee. Oh, Roddy Piper versus Bad News Brown. Brutus Beefcake versus, okay. I don't think that I'm going to like WrestleMania 6 as much as I like WrestleMania 5. Yeah, no, WrestleMania 6 sounds like it's going to be an absolute fucking nightmare. Okay, not a nightmare, but yeah. Dusty Rhodes is there with, you know, kind of like it. So, Jake Roberts promo. Okay. So, anyways, tonight is NXT. Tomorrow, from my knowledge, is, where am I? Is Dynamite. So the boys will be back for those. Thursday, it will be Anthony and myself for Impact. Very exciting. We are going into Bound for Glory at the end of the month. WrestleMania 6 is from Toronto. You are correct. We are pro wrestling. Have a great day as well. So Thursday, we will be back. Friday is Rampage and SmackDown with the boys. Saturday, I don't know. Oh, is it Fastlane on Saturday? I don't know. I won't be fucking watching that. I probably will. I'll suffer and complain through it. And Sunday, me and Anthony will be back around 7:30 or 8 p.m. I don't know. I still got to talk to him. But at the night times on Sunday for the Monster Balls. Follow, subscribe, tell your friends, do all that shit. I will be reviewing WrestleMania 5 over on my own channel. And then Monday, we just go through all of it again. Monday Night Raw. The boys will be here. I think Nick will be back for that. as well, because I know he wasn't on this week. But tell a friend, like a friend, or whatever that saying is that they always say. Do all that stuff. Like the channel. Fastlane is going to be a banger. MDB says it will happen for sure. I have low expectations, which is how I usually go into these pay-per-views. But yeah. So I will see you guys on me personally on Thursday, but the boys will be back tonight for NXT.